Hey, good Saturday afternoon. I'll be moving here in a second to get a little bit more light inside this vehicle. But I'm shopping right now. I have to pick up a few things for my pork that's cooking at the house as we speak. And yes, I got my coffee. All right, we'll move on here. But I got some real nice. I'm highly impressed on over here at Boyer's. I got some real nice Kaiser rolls. The kind that you really can't get in this area. You guys from New York City or Philly, the Kaiser rolls that I grew up with, they were hard on the outside and they're nice and fluffy and soft on the inside. Well, you can't get that in this area because you usually buy them already packaged up in 6, 8, 10, 12 to a pack by one of these big bakery outlets, let's say, all right? Well, I went in Boyer's and they got a freestanding roll, I don't know what you call it, freestanding for rolls to be put in, and you can look through the glass. They have this down at Wawa a lot, and you can lift it up and take the tongs and pick out what you want. All right. Well, I seen this freestanding bakery shelf, if you want to call it that, and I looked in there. I said, "Wow, that looks like a real good Kaiser roll." Well, I lifted it up, and I knew I was going to buy them anyway, at least one. So I touched it with my hand. I said, "Shit, it's nice and firm on the outside, but the inside is nice and moist." All right. So I bought. All they had was 6 left, so I bought them. That's going to be my sandwich, my roll tonight for my this pork loin roast that Carol cut out of her. I mean, huge pork loin. It's the loin had to be 3 feet in length, all right. And usually when she buys that, she'll cut it up. I've told you this before, into 3/4 inch boneless pork chops, and we get a lot of pork chops out of that. And the price is always right. It's under a $1.47, $1.42 per pound. And when you're getting boneless, that's a lot of meat. So I told her I wanted to try this pork loin that I can only get down in Cape May, New Jersey, at one of the delis down there. It's called Blitz's, hole in the wall, all right, in the villas. There's also one in Wildwood. But they have, you can go in there and it's like a deli. It is a deli. Go in there and they got a Hatfield pork roast sitting there, all wrapped up in the cryovac or however you can envision a deli, right? And I'll go in there and on Saturdays usually I'll get 3 pound to bring on home to Pennsylvania for the week, all right? And I'll tell the lady behind the counter there in the villas, I want 3 pounds, but if you could slip sheet it on an average of 1 pound packets. And she, real paper thin for me. And what I do with it, I'll take it home, and Carol will air fry the French fries, and we'll lay this pork over the top. Instead of making sandwiches out of it, we'll lay it over the top and put some pork gravy on it. Oh, makes a meal in itself. It really does. So anyway, I'm getting off the story again. So I got these rolls for, there's going to be leftover pork, obviously. I mean, this is a big roast. And I'll try to take a picture of it on my rotisserie, the end product, and then I'll slice it up on my mini meat slicer, all right? But there will be some left over, and I'm going to use these Kaiser rolls. But besides that, Carol went to this meat market in near where she works, all right? And they had, I've been looking for this chicken breast, which is You can get it at like Wendy's or whatever. They're spicy chicken, breaded chicken sandwich, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not a big fast food eater, but I like that spicy breaded chicken sandwich that they have. It's all white meat, but it's got a little bit of a crunch to it on the outside. And I started looking for it in stores, and they don't have that product. Well, when she was over there at the meat store, the butcher, they had a bunch of these breaded chicken, white chicken meat, almost squared, probably already cooked, and they're in packs of, let's say, 8 or 12, and we're going to put that in the air fryer, and I'm going to use the rest of my rolls here, all right, my Kaiser rolls, to make that breaded chicken sandwich, which ought to be pretty good. So that's my game plan for the next couple days. I got that all together here. I did buy some pork gravy to mix in with this meat when we lay it over the French fries. I think it's called poutine. That's what they do with it, poutine. But it's always a good meal, it really is. And it's a real quick fix. So if you're not going to do what I do and roast up your own pork, if you're near a deli, go in there and see ask the person behind the counter if they have any Hatfield roast pork lunch meat, and they'll slice it up for you. You know, you want a pound of it or whatever you want, and then get your French fries and air fry them or bake them or whatever you do, deep fry them, and have your pork gravy. Put that the pork and the pork gravy over top of your French fries, and nice quick meal, and man, it's enjoyable. It really is. That's all I have to say. I'm over here at the Dollar General. I got to pick a few things up here, and then I'll be heading on home. We didn't have the wind that we were supposed to have today. That's why I'm cooking in the house, which really upsets me. I wanted to be cooking outside today, but it didn't happen. So I was going to cook on my Weber kettle grill, or even in my smoker with this roast pork loin. But another day. But I'll let you know how this turns out. Hope you have a great day. I do love you guys. Take care of yourselves. God bless you. Smile.